hometown?
Getting a crowd like this makes me feel really good. So, yeah, just proud to be from Elk Grove. I want to say thanks to everybody who helped put this event on with the parade and everything afterwards. So, really neat. A lot more people turned out than I thought there'd be. So, again, makes me just really proud to be from Northern California, especially Elk Grove, and get to see a lot of familiar faces here today.
You said on the platform that Elk Grove is your city.
Oh yeah, Elk Grove will always be home. I haven't lived here for 10 years, but when they announce my name at every race I ever run, Elk Grove, California is how they introduce me as. So, yeah, Elk Grove is home. I love coming back here, visiting my parents, eating at a lot of my favorite restaurants and stuff. So, yeah, just glad to be here today.
Hey, so has this really helped it sink in? I asked you the same question last week. Has it helped you sink in now?
Yeah, definitely. All the stuff that I've gotten to do is just really allowed it to sink in. I think, every day that clicks by, you kind of enjoy it even more. So this is really neat. You get to see other people in their hometowns get to celebrate it, and you never really know if you'll get the opportunity to someday. And thankful that I won the Cup Championship and that everybody was able to come together to put this event on.
Can you just describe the ride of emotions throughout the season? The best one you've ever put together.
Yeah, it's definitely my greatest season of race. Really, these last 2 years have been, pretty much equal, I feel like. So, yeah, it's just awesome to be in great race cars, winning lots of races, and capping it off with the championship. So, I hope we can repeat it down the road and keep clicking off a lot of wins.
You see it all the family holiday here, Kyle Larson.
Yeah, that was a cool surprise. So, what is it? November 22nd is Kyle Larson Day here in Elk Grove. So, yeah, really neat. This whole experience is really cool, and just thankful to be from Elk Grove.
Can you talk about your new involvement with your brother-in-law at Silver Dollar Raceway? How'd that come about?
Yeah, it was really all Brad's idea. Colby Copeland, he's gonna be doing the majority of the work, but he's been trying to kind of get into that a little bit, the promotion side of things, and Silver Dollar has been. Placerville and Silver Dollar are probably my home tracks, so the opportunity came about where we could kind of take over the promotion, and really looking forward to it. I think Gold Cup was always the biggest event to me growing up, even over Knoxville Nationals, and the prestige of the event and just the atmosphere of the event's kind of gone down over the last 10, 15 years, and we want to do our part to try and bring it back. So Kyle, I think we can do a good job, and looking forward to it.
Yeah. Hey Kyle, the amount of people that showed up here today, is that pretty amazing?
Yeah, it was way more than I thought there would be. So, and two, it's funny, like at NASCAR races or sprint car races, whatever it may be, I'll have race fans come up to me and be like, I'm from Elk Grove, I'm cheering for you, blah, blah. I'm like, man, Elk Grove's like not that big, but I didn't know there was this many race fans at Elk Grove. But now being here today really shows you how many race fans there are, and just really, really cool to be here.
Hey Kyle, you think you get more of your teammates out here in the race too?
Who knows? Maybe. Alex Bowen, he does a lot of dirt racing. William hasn't really gotten into it yet, but California's a long ways to go, to go racing. But yeah, Chase has enjoyed his time. He's been doing really good, getting better each time he hits the racetrack, and I look forward to seeing how well he does in the sprint car now too.
Kyle, the mayor introduced you with you going through this storm. What did you learn after the incident of you saying the N-word?
Yeah, it was just obviously a low part of my life and career, and there was a lot that I learned through that experience. Just put myself in other people's shoes and stuff. So yeah, I did not expect that I would be where I'm at today a year and a half ago, but a lot of hard work and a lot of support from a lot of people allowed me to get back on my feet and get going.
After you pick one person that is most important for you being here right now, who would that be?
Definitely my parents, for sure. Just get me involved in racing at a young age. Just even before I started racing, we would go to Placerville, Chico. We'd go up to Oregon, down to Las Vegas or wherever, following the Outlaw Tour, just to watch races, and get me involved in it and teaching me everything I really know about racing throughout my early years. So yeah, they're definitely my biggest supporters, and I'm happy to make them proud every time I win, and especially to bring a championship to their hometown that they still live in. I know it means a lot to them.
After that test of doing the next gen car, what are your thoughts? I know some drivers had a lot of trouble with it in that test last week at Charlotte. What are your thoughts on it?
The difference.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's so early. I think there's still going to be a lot of changes, I would assume, done to the race cars. But it's just, I don't know. It's just different. You got to get used to it. The road course stuff was a lot of fun. The oval stuff, I think, needs a lot of work.
How about chili?
Are we going to see you in a truck?
What?
Sonoma next year, are we going to see you in a truck?
So, probably not. just mainly because I like to spend Sonoma as a vacation and go wine tasting and go to restaurants and stuff like that. So I try to maximize my time doing fun stuff during Sonoma week.
Talk about the Chili Bowl. Do you feel good going into the Chili Bowl that you might have a chance again?
Well, we've won the last two, and we've been, we've honestly could have won the last four probably. So yeah, I feel good every time I go there, and nice to get some races in our car this week to try and learn what we can and get better.
When the mayor and the city council are saying, repeat, no pressure, right?
Yeah, I mean, no pressure, but I'd like to go past the three-peat. So no, but it's just. Yeah, just need to have them out here and see, how they've been paying attention to the racing that we've been doing. Like I said, I know there's a lot of people here from Elk Grove that I make proud racing, so to have them here and supporting really means a lot.
How about mentoring, Kyle? Are you mentoring any young drivers or anything like that? Have you thought about doing some of that more?
I don't really think that I do, but or I don't think that I mentor really anybody, but. Honestly, I feel like even with Chase Elliott this week in the midget, I don't feel like I'm a very good coach. So I don't know. It's just hard for me to articulate what I do in the car and talk, explain it, I guess. So I don't know. Maybe as I get older, I think mentoring stuff just kind of naturally happens. It's not I don't want it to be a job either. So I'm always willing to answer any questions anybody might have.
Like on dirt, you have to feel for the cars. You could come from one area and totally end up in another area on the next turn. How do you get the feel for dirt like that?
I don't know. I think just experience. I'm young, but I race more than anybody does throughout the year. So I think just that experience probably helps.
You think any of the video games help?
Oh, I'm sure it didn't hurt. So yeah, probably a lot of racing games growing up. Definitely help some seat time for sure.
We still want to get your cheeks for the NASCAR 99. We want to get your version.
Yeah.
But my final question for you is dealing with, since you've come over to Hendrick and you step in the vehicle every week, you know that you have a really good chance of winning the thing. What's the difference now driving for Mr. Hendrick?
Well, I think just the resources that they have to lean on, it really makes the race car is really good, just the people there and everything. So yeah, I'm in a great spot because every race car that I get in, whether it be a dirt car or a cup car, I know strapping into that car on that night that I've got a shot to win. So I don't win all of them, but I get to be in great equipment and have a shot to on most nights. So just very fortunate to be in the rides that I'm in.
Good to see you again.
Seems like your crew chief is really helping you in these tracks. It seems like he has put you in the area to win almost every race. Tell me a little more about that.
Yeah, I think our whole team, really. It's not just one or two guys. Our picker's got to execute. Our crew chief, engineers, our people at the shop, they have to execute during the week. So I've got to execute on the racetrack. So it's a big team effort, and I believe that I've got the best team out in the field. So really thankful for the 5 group, and hopefully we can be together for a very long time.
Absolutely. That last pit stop in Phoenix, you got to think about that the rest of your life, probably, right?
Yeah, without them coming in clutch like that, I would definitely not be a champion. So I've watched that pit stop probably 50 different times, and it just amazes me. So very thankful for those guys, and glad I got a great team.
We thank you for all your camaraderie.
Yeah, thanks.
What does it mean to have a season that was compared to Jeff Gordon that you had this last year? That has to mean something because Jeff Gordon was someone that I aisled, and I imagine you aisled too.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely one of the guys. Him and Tony Stewart, probably 2 guys that I really looked up to, and now to have Jeff in our corner, with his role, his leadership role that he holds at Hendrick Motorsports, and more than that, really just being able to call him a friend is really neat. So to have a season compared to him, you'll beat a couple records that he had. It makes me feel really good. So just a part of a great group of people, and Jeff's definitely one of them.
All right, we good? Yep. Okay.